Happy Friday, friends. Welcome to it. I'm Rita Garcia.
And I'm Samica. And I'm meteorologist Elita Loresca, starting us off with the forecast and the kind of rainy Friday, huh?
Yes, we've got some rain falling. Yes, a little bit of rain this morning, widespread across the area. You can see right now we've got a few raindrops falling over our moment and slowly falling later on tonight as temperatures warm into the upper 50s. I'll give you more of those numbers for the weekend and the pattern shift on tap for next week coming up in just a few minutes.
Well, this morning, a chase suspect is on the run after ditching his car during a fiery crash off the Gulf Freeway. In other news today, we're getting a new look at one of the nearly 24 encounters the Lakewood shooting suspect had with the Conroe police before Sunday's tragedy. Reporter Alex Bozargian has the new video from one of the suspect's neighbors that you will only see on 13.
It is 5:06, and now to the explosive testimony from the district attorney in Trump's election interference case yesterday. Good morning, everybody. I'm Samica Knight.
Happy Friday, everybody. It's great to see you. I'm Rita Garcia. We've already got changes in the air. You're going to notice that. Let's check in with our meteorologist, Elita Loresca.
Yes, those changes include the wet weather. We've got some raindrops that we're going to be monitoring on 13 alert radar. Right now, you may not be reaching for the heavy coat today, but you'll need that heavy coat tomorrow. A look at the temperatures and those strong winds developing behind the front coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you so much.
It's 5:34 and a pretrial hearing for Attorney General Ken Paxton is happening today in Houston, and this is going to be
only on ABC 13. We sat down for an emotional interview with the woman shot multiple times by Harris County deputies inside a friend's home. Officials say they mistook her for a burglar and fired at her more than a dozen times.
Some of the voices of mass shooting victims are coming back to life, so to speak, and this is in order to reach lawmakers and get them to possibly change gun laws. You're about to hear the recreated voice of a little boy who was killed at Robb Elementary.
It is 5:39, and new this morning, a professor at the University of Houston has apparently stopped teaching his class in protest of HISD's NES program, and the university is making it clear that they do not agree with him. Professor Alberto Rodriguez teaches a class called Science in the elementary school. Well, U of H tells us that 33 seniors who are set to graduate in May will be getting a new instructor. They say a tenured faculty member with experience teaching the course will take over, ensuring no disruptions to instruction.
A record number of Latino voters are expected to cast ballots in the November election, but not here in Texas.
5:41. Jennifer Lopez is returning to the stage for a 34-city tour.
And Houston is one of them. Yeah, when you'll have the chance to see her live.
Followed by our next front arriving sometime on Thursday, ladies.
All right, Elita, thank you. Spring break is right around the corner, and while planning your trip, you might want to consider adding what's called a stopover flight to your itinerary. Hey, welcome to it, everybody. Happy Friday. It is so great to see you. I'm Rita Garcia.
And I'm Samica Knight, meteorologist Elita Loresca. You're down to business this morning. We've got rain on the way.
Yeah, we're tracking some rain. Get in the way this morning.
It is 6:01, and this morning, a chase suspect is on the run after ditching his car after a fiery crash. All right, well, Prince Harry hits the slopes, but he's not on vacation. He is preparing for next year's Invictus Games, and he is talking exclusively to GMA about the effort. Outside of the loop this morning, that includes Sugarland, Deer Park, and also the Woodland.
Now to your next three stops, we're going to Angleton. We now know a mother and son there died in a shooting at a business.
Now in the Weather Center with Elita this morning. Yesterday I was thinking, you know what? I think I'm going to get some cute little plants, some colorful plants. And then I was like, this weekend.
Not yet. Not yet. You and Brianna and Jeff, you guys have this like green thumb, like you're itching. You're itching to get your plants.
And then this weekend is going to be what, freezing or almost?
Above freezing, but still cold enough where if you have tender, sensitive plants, probably want to get them covered or keep them covered. Hold on, we've got a few more weeks by spring break. I always say by spring break, that's when you can put the plants in the ground. That's what she's referring to when she was talking about flowers. And hold off until the second week of March, my friends. Our lawns getting a good soaking this morning. It's been light, steady rain, but we've got a couple of weather features that's going to be increasing our rain chances today. The probability that you get rain along I-10 into the south is a little bit higher than areas well up to the north, but we've got all of our sweeps up, and you can see right now it's just a nice gentle rain falling across southeast Texas. But even with that light rain probability, you're still looking at some very slick roads, and roads, unfortunately, that can make it very hard to drive through. So just be careful this morning, build in that extra time. especially as we get closer toward when the kids start walking to school and some of the buses. You're going to want to make sure you have an umbrella handy. Again, we're seeing that light, steady rain popping up around Fort Bend County and stretching all the way toward Cuero, out toward Hallettsville as well. Belleville getting some light rain. Some of those rain showers are starting to ease up a bit, where they start to transition from that light shade of green to light blue. Out the door, we're not waking up to some fog, but there may be a little bit of a ceiling issue. I know that's why Sky Eye is not out this morning, because the ceiling of clouds, although it's not on the ground, it's still low enough to create some problems there for pilots and for air travel. 63 degrees right now. Yes, the temperature readings are definitely starting off warm, but fast forward to tomorrow and temperatures will be somewhere into the mid to upper 40s. So it's going to be a stark difference behind the front. Now, also on Saturday, the winds are going to be picking up. Those northerly winds will be anywhere between 20 to 30 knots. So along the coastline tomorrow, be careful. Those waves are going to be extremely choppy, extremely rough. Right now, we've got temperature readings in the low to mid 60s out the door. But by this afternoon, they're going to be steady. They're going to be somewhere in the mid to upper 60s. It's going to feel a little soupier as well out ahead of the front. You can see the widespread showers will be ongoing through the morning, and by the afternoon, they slowly start to thin out a bit. And then as the front moves through later on tonight, we'll slowly start to see those conditions improve. At least the wet weather moves offshore until we get another little burst of showers early tomorrow morning, and perhaps lingering as far as drizzle, a little bit more drizzle, sprinkle type through the early part of the afternoon. It really won't be until the overnight hours where things start to dry out. Rainfall totals between 1/2 an inch to an inch. I'm not anticipating any flooding issues. And because that low pressure system looks to track over the Gulf of Mexico, we're going to see the highest rainfall totals stay over the Gulf. Now, in the wake of that front, get ready. Those winds are going to strengthen. We're talking winds gusting anywhere between 30 to 35 miles per hour by Saturday afternoon. And look what it happens with our wind chill values. First thing Saturday morning, we're in the lower 30s across the Brazos Valley, upper 30s in Houston. We'll see some frost potential Sunday morning and Monday morning before temperatures slowly start to warm. And next week, we are dry and we are warming up. Those temperature readings on Wednesday right around 80 degrees.
And we also want to warn you, this next story may give you the heebie-jeebies.
Push the cereal to the side for this one real quick. For the first time, we are hearing from passengers aboard a Delta flight, which was forced to turn around after maggots started falling from the overhead bin.
Even if Medicaid were expanded, experts say Texas would still lead the country in the number of uninsured. However, there's something else that lawmakers could focus on that could help give millions of Texans free or maybe reduced health care. So there you go. That's where we're going to start off our Friday morning, friends. I'm Rita Garcia.
And I'm Samica Knight. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Meteorologist Elita Loresca joining us for the Friday forecast.
Yes,
which includes
starting
rain.
off messy this morning, ladies.
Let's get back to that urgent search, though, for a man wanted for a shooting there at Bush Airport.
He has been on the run for nearly 2 years. Deputies thought they had...
Thank you so much, Courtney. Well, happening today, the criminal case against Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton moves forward right here in Houston. Thank you so much, Liliana. It is 6:37 and only on 13. New insight into the woman who opened fire inside Lakewood Church. Here has discovered a little-known pesticide is present in some common breakfast foods.
Check this out. Iowa star Caitlin Clark has earned some new bragging rights after breaking the all-time NCAA women's basketball scoring record.
One of the records that she's going for now is the most scored in history. That's boys. I think she's like 99 points away.
That's so good.
Yes. Oh, thank you. What producer? Or, no, that's the director.
He's correct.
Oh, that's a hard name to say. We'll tell you later. I heard it earlier this morning.
Just a what? What'd you say? Okay.
It's the name of the player that currently holds the record of the most points scored in college basketball.
Okay, wait. Say the name again. Say the name again, Mike. Pete Maravich.
Got
it.
I couldn't get the last name. All right, we got it. Sports too. Okay, that's how we do it. All right. Weather-wise, highs for today. We've got those rain chances building for today. High probability for those of you closer to the coastline, farther away from the coast. Rain showers traversing the area. We're seeing maybe some heavier pockets out toward the west and hours. Those winds will be picking up. Looking for temperatures to warm from the 60s to the upper 60s. We don't warm all that much today, despite all those clouds. Those winds out of the south, out ahead of that front, will eventually turn north later on tonight once the front moves Saturday morning. Some very strong morning, lower 30s in our far northwest counties, and those 30s are going to continue through the lunchtime hour. We briefly see those warm into the low 40s by the afternoon. So we've got some cold weather headed our way for the weekend. There's going to be the potential for some frost Sunday morning and Monday morning, followed by a nice big warm up. Next week, we've got temperature readings on Wednesday right around 80 degrees. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Courtney. Good Morning America is coming up at 7 right here on ABC 13, and ABC's Rebecca Jarvis joining us live from New York. Good morning to you, Rebecca.
As well, coming up here on GMA Samica.
That is awesome. And give those babies a hug for me, please, Rebecca. Good to see you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for all the love. Good to see you.
I know. All right, we'll see you at